The thrilling world of skateboarding, from sidewalks to superstars.
Once upon a time, in the sunny streets of Venice, California, a young boy named Jake found an old skateboard in his garage. It was dusty and worn, but something about it sparked his curiosity. Little did Jake know, this simple wooden board on wheels would lead him on a journey through the fascinating history of skateboarding, its evolution, and the legendary figures who shaped the sport.
The beginnings of skateboarding.
Jake's adventure began in the 1950s, when skateboarding was first born. In his dream, he was transported back to the sunny beaches of California, where surfers sought a way to ride the waves on land. They attached roller skate wheels to wooden boards, creating the first skateboards. This early form of skateboarding, known as sidewalk surfing, allowed surfers to practice their moves when the ocean was flat. Jake watched as kids zoomed down the sidewalks, their boards clattering over the pavement. The sport quickly gained popularity, spreading from the beaches to the streets. It was a new way to experience the thrill of surfing, and it captivated the youth of California.
The evolution of the sport.
In the 1960s, skateboarding began to evolve. Jake found himself in a bustling skate shop, surrounded by new and improved boards. The introduction of clay wheels allowed for smoother rides and better control. Skateboard manufacturers started producing more durable and reliable boards, making the sport more accessible to everyone. Jake's dream then transported him to a park where he saw kids practicing new tricks and techniques. Skateboarding was no longer just about riding. It was about creativity and style. Skaters began experimenting with freestyle tricks, inventing moves like the kickflip and the ollie. The sport was becoming an art form, and skaters were the artists.
The rise of skate parks and pools.
As the 1970s rolled in, skateboarding took another leap forward. Jake found himself in an empty swimming pool, where a group of skaters were carving and grinding along the walls. This was the birth of pool skating, a revolutionary development that changed the sport forever. Droughts in California led to many empty backyard pools, and skaters saw an opportunity. They transformed these empty pools into makeshift skate parks, creating a new style of vertical skating. This era also saw the rise of the first official skate parks, designed specifically for skaters to practice and perform their tricks safely.
Legendary figures, the Z-Boys.
Jake's dream introduced him to the Zephyr Skate team, better known as the Z-Boys. This group of young skaters from Santa Monica and Venice revolutionized skateboarding with their aggressive style and innovative tricks. The Z-Boys, including legends like Tony Alva, Jay Adams, and Stacy Peralta, brought a new level of intensity and creativity to the sport. Jake watched in awe as the Z-Boys shredded through the pools, their movements fluid and fearless. They became the heroes of the skateboarding world, inspiring a generation of skaters to push the boundaries of what was possible. Their influence helped shape modern skateboarding and cemented its place in popular culture.
The birth of skateboarding competitions.
The late 1970s and early 1980s saw the birth of competitive skateboarding. Jake found himself in a packed arena, watching as skaters performed gravity-defying tricks in front of cheering crowds. Competitions like the Skateboarding World Championships and the Del Mar Nationals showcased the best talent and brought the sport into the mainstream. One of the most iconic figures of this era was Tony Hawk. Jake watched as a young Tony Hawk soared through the air, performing tricks that seemed impossible. Tony Hawk's incredible skills and innovative tricks, like the 900, made him a legend in the skateboarding community. He became a household name and an ambassador for the sport, inspiring countless young skaters around the world.
The street skating revolution.
As Jake's dream continued, he found himself in the gritty urban landscapes of the 1980s and 1990s. Street skating emerged as a new style, taking the sport back to its roots on the sidewalks and streets. Skaters like Rodney Mullen and Mark Gonzalez became pioneers of street skating, inventing new tricks and techniques that utilized the urban environment. Jake watched as skaters ollied over stairs, grinded on handrails, and flipped their boards with precision. Street skating brought a raw, rebellious edge to the sport, making it more accessible and appealing to a broader audience. It also paved the way for the growth of skateboarding media, with magazines, videos, and eventually online platforms showcasing the talents of skaters worldwide.
Skateboarding in the 21st century.
As the 21st century dawned, skateboarding continued to evolve and grow. Jake found himself in a modern skate park, surrounded by skaters of all ages and backgrounds. The sport had become a global phenomenon, with skate parks popping up in cities around the world. One of the most significant milestones was the inclusion of skateboarding in the Olympics. Jake watched with pride as skaters competed on the world stage, showcasing their skills and bringing new levels of recognition to the sport. The Olympics highlighted the diversity and creativity of skateboarding, inspiring a new generation of skaters to take up the board.
The kings and queens of the Internet.
Jake's journey wouldn't be complete without exploring the digital age of skateboarding. He found himself in a room filled with computers and smartphones, where skaters shared their tricks and adventures online. Social media platforms like Instagram and YouTube became powerful tools for skaters to connect with fans and showcase their skills. Jake saw skaters like Nyjah Huston and Letitia Buffoni, who had become global superstars through their online presence. They used social media to share their stories, inspire others, and push the boundaries of what was possible on a skateboard. The internet allowed skateboarding to reach new heights, bringing the sport to a wider audience than ever before.
The final chapter, Jake's skateboarding journey.
Jake woke up from his dream, inspired and eager to start his own skateboarding journey. He grabbed his old skateboard, now with a new sense of purpose. He practiced every day, learning new tricks and pushing himself to improve. Jake joined a local skate crew, finding camaraderie and support in the skateboarding community. He documented his progress and adventures on social media, sharing his passion with the world. Jake's videos gained popularity, and he became a local hero, inspiring other kids in Fitteville to take up skateboarding.
Conclusion.
Jake's journey through the history and evolution of skateboarding taught him that the sport was more than just a pastime. It was a way of life, a form of self-expression, and a community that spanned the globe. From its humble beginnings as sidewalk surfing to its status as a global phenomenon, skateboarding had come a long way.